Hey guys, and welcome. Hey, I thought it'd be fitting to discuss the absolute needs that need to be within Battlefield 2042 when it launches. Some things that obviously the community would absolutely love, things that we really want as a community in this game, and just some things to make it not going to be stale within the first couple of months. Drop a like on today's video, guys, if you are excited for Battlefield 2042, and make sure you are subscribed to the channel as well for plenty more content coming. But yeah, let's get straight into it. The first one I want to discuss and go over is around Hazard Zone today. And I know there's a lot to do with Hazard Zone and a lot of speculation and hype around Hazard Zone, so I just want to make it clear that I'm really excited for it, and I really hope it's nothing like a traditional battle royale. I want Hazard Zone to be its own mode and to have its own take on a battle royale, or just to be completely different and unique. Of course, if you've been following the channel or following the leaks of Battlefield, that we've already covered that a lot of the leaks and speculation around Hazard Zone is it's going to be similar to Escape from Tarkov, in a sense that it's going to be a join a game, loot up, and get to the extraction zone whilst killing and doing tasks in that game as well, which I think sounds really cool, and it's different to what we're used to with like Warzone and different things like that, which I'm absolutely perfectly okay with. However, I want Battlefield to have its complete spin on it. I want it to be different to everything that we've seen so far, and I just want it to be a tactical shooter which doesn't promote camping, it doesn't promote people bum rushing people. It's a mode which you will actually have some form of risk towards, like if you go in with a set of gear, you could lose that gear if you're not careful, and I want there to be like a weight where there is a risk and a reward going into every single Hazard Zone game. And I don't want people to take over the game by cheating using VPNs and things. I want there to be, no matter what people do, there's not necessarily going to be skill-based matchmaking in this, but what I want it to be is that if you go into a game and you can just get shot by a bot, and you can get killed by a bot, or you can get stormed by a team of 4 that are playing really tactically, and you can get into some really intense gunfights. I just want it to be fun, interesting, engaging, and to show that you need skill in order to do well at it. It's just something different to a battle royale. I'm kind of bored of those at the moment, and yeah, I think Hazard Zone is a step in the right direction if it is exactly what we have heard it's going to be. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts and opinions are on Hazard Zone and what you essentially want to see out of Hazard Zone as well. The second one is, it's never really, I don't know if this is actually in Battlefield or not, but it's more of a COD based thing that I just don't want to see come over to any other game, and that's skill-based matchmaking. I really hope that there's no form of skill-based matchmaking in Battlefield that's going to really affect the casual player. Obviously there's always going to be that form of a protected bracket where players are just god awful, and if they go into a game with normal people, they're probably not going to enjoy the game as much. Again, in Call of Duty we have this protected bracket where you can get into if you do reverse boost. However, I just want to make sure that out of that protected bracket there is no matchmaking which is determined by the skill of the player. That should be again for the ranked playlist, and I really hope that Battlefield do not do that. I know that in previous games it's kind of not really been there as such or as powerful. Battlefield's a really good casual game to play, and with the likes of Hazard Zone and potentially other ranked playlists in the future, that's where I want to see ranked playlists and levels, not in the casual playlist. So please, guys, do not add that in. Let me know, guys, down below as well if you agree with that. I presume 90% of you will, but if not, let me know. Number 3, this has been confirmed already, but I wanted to cover it anyway, and that is the Bad Company / Battlefield 3 style of destruction. I want to be able to drive a tank through a wall and just absolutely obliterate the building. I want to be able to shoot or throw a grenade in a room and it just blow the wall to pieces. I want to be able to have a evolving map when I'm playing. With Battlefield 4, yes, we did have a little bit of it. You could drive tanks through walls, you could obviously blow walls up. But Battlefield 3's destruction was just like no other, and the same with Bad Company as well. It was just so clean, so cool, and with the new technology, we're going to have so much better and better looking destruction in the game. I really hope that we do get something like this in the game. I know that we've had leaks to say that the destruction is going to be Battlefield 3-esque, so I'm pretty happy about that. Let me know in the comments down what you think of that. But yeah, that's one of the things I really was hoping for before that got leaked, and I'm happy that we have actually got confirmation, or a leaked confirmation, that it's going to be like Battlefield 3. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below, guys, what you think of that. I'd be interested to know also. Now, the next 2 points I was going to go for, I was going to put them separately, but I actually think now looking back at it, I'm going to put them as one. So one of them is a good amount of maps at launch. I want there to be a good amount of content post-launch and at launch for the game. I know that this year for Vanguard there's 20 maps, which is insane, and that's more maps combined for the last 2 CODs at launch, which is just crazy. But for Battlefield, I want there to be a good amount of maps, and I know that typically with Battlefield you'd have multiple game modes like Conquest, which would be the larger maps, Domination, which would be a bit smaller, and then you've obviously also then got Team Deathmatch, which is a really condensed version of that map. Also now we've got things like Hazard Zone and also Battlefield Portal, so they'll be utilizing those maps also. But I want to make sure that we're not really repetitive here. We've got 3 main game modes all online, which means that obviously these maps are going to be used and played over and over and over again. So I want to make sure that we've got a good amount of content at launch for these particular game modes, just so we don't go stale really, really fast. Again, seasons typically last 2 to 3 months. I don't want there to be 10 maps and then get in 2 to 3 months become really bored of these 10 maps. I want there to be really good content pushed out constantly, or I want there to launch with like 15 to 16, maybe 20 maps at launch like COD is. We can just enjoy it for the first 3-4 months, which I think would be sick. So again, let me know anything down below of that as well. And leading on to this point, Grand Operations. I really like Grand Operations in Battlefield 5, Battlefield 1. I really enjoyed that idea of going into a game and playing through a series of maps or ever-changing events within that particular game or map. I really like that. And I hope there's something like that returns with a no-pat story, similar to obviously what we had previously. But again, I don't know if that would be linked in with Hazard Zone or linked in with Portal. I know that would be an all-out warfare thing that should fit in with Conquest, TDM, and Domination. I really hope something like that does return, because I do really like Grand Operations and I like the way it works. The storyline behind Grand Operations as well has always been quite interesting, and following along with it, I really want Grand Operations to return in some capacity. I think there might be some form of it returning, because again, no campaign. They want to try and add as much content as possible. Yeah, I'm hoping that something like that does return. Let me know what you guys think about that though in the comments down below, but really interested to know. But guys, there are just a couple of my wishes and just general things that I really hope come back, that I really hope are present in Battlefield 2042. I think the game's going to be sick anyway. I actually do think it's going to do better in terms of player retention than COD this year. I think COD is going to outsell Battlefield, because it always typically does. I think with the new Warzone map coming out, it's going to obviously attract people back to it, typically how the new Warzone map did last year and the year before. I just think Battlefield is going to have a core player base that's going to retain its numbers throughout the entirety of next year. And yeah, I think it's going to do really well on YouTube, and I also think it's going to bang in general. So yeah, really excited for Battlefield this year, guys. It's going to be game of the year for me, 100%. I can't wait for it. Let me know down below in the comments what you believe Battlefield is going to, how you think it's going to do this year compared to Call of Duty and Halo. Really interested to know. But guys, really hope you have enjoyed today's video. Drop a like if you have, and let me know down in the comments what you think of this video. And yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you all in the next one.